Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students of class 8 and 9th. I welcome you in my lecture number 7 of unit number 2. As you know, dear students, I completed my unit number 2 with reading and translation into idiomatic Urdu in my previous 6 lessons. And if you remember, I promised you that I'll explain the verses which are mentioned in the text on page number 13, 14, and 15. Now open your book on page number 13 and see your page 13 verse number 1 here, and then three verses are there on this page 14, and then on page number 15 there are two verses. Okay, dear students, before explaining these verses, I'm not going to give you a big detail of every verse. I just want to mention that Allama Iqbal has discuss the qualities of Marde Momin in these verses. And this chapter is actually about message to youth. So he wants to see his youth a perfect Marde Momin. These verses which are mentioned in different paragraphs, actually these paragraphs and these verses are correlated. The meaning of words is already described in the paragraph, but I just give a brief description of these verses for your ease, so that when you are going to write answers, comprehension answers, you may take help from these verses and their explanation. Okay, now see your first verse. मोहब्बत मुझे उन जवानों से है सितारों पे जो डालते हैं कमन. Dear students, Allama Iqbal has presented, I told you, different philosophies, and philosophy of Marde Momin is very unique, very different, and very important, which cannot be ignored in his poetry. Okay, in fact, Allama Iqbal wants to see all those qualities of Marde Momin in his youth, which can be the recognition of Marde Momin. So in the following verses which are mentioned in the text, Iqbal wants to show his youth the characteristics of Marde Momin, like which qualities can make a man perfect Marde Momin. Okay, in verse number 1, the word star is the symbol of height which is there in the sky. So Iqbal wants his youth to go ahead, to rise up and up, to make struggle for better and greater what they achieve once. Iqbal says that his youth does not get contented what he achieves, but he goes beyond what he has achieved. Like he loves his youth with this quality. He loves his youth with this quality, the quality of going towards height, who are not afraid of going and rising up and up. Okay, now see your verse number 2. वही है साहिब अमरोज जिसने अपनी हिम्मत से ज़माने के समंदर से निकाला गोहरे फरदा. Now here साहिब अमरोज, it means the master of the day, the master of the time. हिम्मत से courage, ज़माने से निकाला गोहर means pearl, समंदर means sea. Okay, Allama Iqbal describes here the quality of courage in his Marde Momin. He wants to see his youth a very courageous man. And courageous man can be the master of the day, can be the master of the time. You have read already there in this, that such a person, like he know thyself and success shall be thine. Here actually he wants the man, he wants his youth to be the master of himself and time. Like he should subdue time, and he should subdue himself, and he should be very courageous, and he should be able to go and search the pearls from the ocean. It doesn't mean that he literally he should go like this, but it means to do hard work, because to take out and search out pearls from the ocean is not an easy task. So he wants to see his youth very hard working. Here Iqbal is showing the youth the keys to success. He appreciates the person who is the master of the day, because such a person is successful who can bring betterment in his coming time, whose present is better than his past. Those are successful, according to Iqbal, who are courageous. Okay, here Iqbal also gives example of searching pearls from the sea. He thinks to find pearls from the sea is not an easy task, Gohar means pulse, and ocean means, I told you, samandar means ocean. Uh, but those who like, this is not an easy task, but those can do that difficult task who have inclination towards hard work, and those who are always ready for struggle. So this is the meaning of that verse. Okay, now see your next verse. हर एक मकाम से आगे मकाम है तेरा, हयात ज़ौक़ सफ़र के सिवा कुछ और नहीं. In this verse, Iqbal is addressing the youth, advising them that their life should not be like stagnant water. They should not be stopped. He says Marde Momin always goes for new ways. His life is dynamic, not static. And same thing has been discussed in this paragraph. He's always busy in finding new worlds. Okay. See your third verse. Fourth one. वही जहाँ है तेरा जिसको तू करे पैदा, वही जहाँ है तेरा जिसको तू करे पैदा, ये संगो खश्त नहीं जो तेरी निगाह में है. संगो खश्त तेरी निगाह में है. This is for this material world. Iqbal in this verse says, again he is addressing the youth, and says that this world seems the world made of clay and bricks. But Marde Momin does not think this world as his last destination. He says that his Marde Momin is not inspired by the apparent attraction of the world, which he sees with his eyes. He remains busy. Rather, Marde Momin remains busy in searching the new worlds. Sangakhisht, like this apparent world made of clay and bricks. This world should not be, that world shouldn't be very attractive for Marde Momin. Like the quality of Marde Momin is that he is not inspired by the attraction of the world, apparent world. He should go beyond that. Okay. Now see your next page. Page number 15 and next verse. सितारों से आगे जहाँ और भी हैं, अभी इश्क के इम्तिहान और भी हैं. सितारों से आगे जहाँ और भी हैं. Like when Marde Momin finds a destination, he should not think that destination as his ultimate destination. Marde Momin thinks that the world which he can see with his eyes, there are many worlds beyond that world. If he finds one way for struggling and jihad and striving, he can have further fields as well. Like these stars which we can see with our eyes, they are not the limitations for his stay. Iqbal says that if you see the sky at night, you see shining stars in the sky. Commonly, a man thinks that these stars commonly thinks that this is the last boundary of the universe. But Marde Momin does not think that these stars as his ultimate destination. But he has great aims. He covers long distances to find true ishq towards Allah. Abhi ishq ke imtihan aur bhi hain. Like if you want, like he is addressing Marde Momin. Marde Momin means the quality which he wants to see in his youth. He says that if you are real Marde Momin, that quality is in you, that you pass different stages to find true ishq towards Allah, and you are always ready to cross all the hurdles. That should be the thought of Marde Momin, and that Marde Momin should be his youth, which he wants. Allama Iqbal wants his youth a perfect Marde Momin. Okay. Now the last verse it's in Persian. Naram dame guftagoo, garam dame justaju, razm ho ya bazm, ho pak dil o pak baz. Verse is in Urdu, but there are words of Persian as well in it. Now in this verse, Iqbal is again showing one more quality of Marde Momin, and that he is mild in speech. He's very soft when he speaks. He's very gentle when he speaks. And when he sits among his friends. Like for his Muslim community, Momin community, he is very soft and mild. And this is written already there in this paragraph, mild in speech and enthusiastic in action. But he is very much active, taking action. And when he sits or faces the company or the group of enemies, then he becomes very, very much strong and hard like an iron. Like he is not then so much soft for enemies. He is just like Folad. He has used the word Folad in other verses as well. So Mard Momin has the quality of mild, soft spoken, and Mard Momin is very pure in his thoughts and heart. These are the qualities of Mard Momin, which are discussed in these verses. I hope you have understood. There is no need to learn these verses in English lesson, but they were just mentioned in the text, and I explained that, and I hope that you have understood. Okay, in the next lesson, inshallah, we will go towards our exercises. With this, your unit number 2 ends. Thank you very much. Stay blessed.